You think Moses was privileged? Oh, we are more privileged. Don't desire to be Moses, because a greater than Moses came. Because it's no more the type and shadow of the rock. The rock manifested as a man. So in every miracle, every divine act is an abundance of divine knowledge. The ways of God is revealed through his acts. Are you getting what I'm saying? So when it says in Psalm 103, that Moses knew his ways, the children of Israel, his acts. God was teaching the children of Israel through the demonstration of his miracles.
You're not a god, Pharaoh. There is only one God, and he is here with us.
Moses at 40, suddenly it came to his heart. In Acts chapter 7 verse 21, you will see there it came to the heart of Moses. He suddenly realized his nativity. He realized his calling. He realized there was something that was much more compelling than what he was ambitious about. Eventually, even though he made some blunders along the way, he had to go through the process of being broken. You know, God so broke Moses down that God referred to Moses as the meekest of men on earth. Moses was so broken, he became a god of power. He was so broken, he became like a foam that soaked up the power of God. What no human being could dare, Moses did. But before Moses got to that point, Moses had to go through a very, very painful process. He had to lose his fame and lose his ambition and lose his pride and lose his principle. Lost everything. Was reduced to a very, very depressed, who didn't know where next to go, who was at the mercy of his father-in-law, married a woman and stayed with the woman in his father-in-law's house. Broken. One day in his desperation and in his cries, this is all there is. God shows up to him and he says, Moses, I've heard the cry of my people Israel and I'm sending you. Why me? You met the qualification. You met the requirement. You are the only one I can find that met that requirement. You are the only one I could find to soak me, to carry me, and manifest me. Moses, you! Moses said, no, I can't. No, I say you! Moses said, no, I say you! You are qualified. I don't even know how to talk anymore. How do I convince the people? What is in your hand? He said, the rod. I can lay hands on the rod, you know, Moses. He laid hands on the rod became a sword. Moses was placed in the class of Christ. The only difference was that he was called a servant. Of course, he cannot be Christ. He's a type and shadow. But he was placed in that class by virtue of being able to touch the presence of God. Moses was alive, yet he had touched the presence of God so strong that he looked like he could not die. So just record that Moses was 120 years old. His eyes were still sharp. He was still strong. 120. Moses stayed in God's presence for 40 days and Moses' body almost became immortal. The truth is that Moses could not die. Moses could not. God himself Had to kill him. Couldn't die. He couldn't. And you read the book of Deuteronomy, he said the word of the Lord came to pass. It's the word of the Lord that hid Moses as in his mortal body, because he will have been worshipped as God. It's the book of Jude that gives us a clue on what happened after Moses died. No human being knew where Moses' body was. They searched the different mountains, they could not find his body. But later the scripture gives us a peep. His body was somewhere. You know why? God kept it somewhere.